Shalom. Shalom, shalom. Get an incense. We'll start momentarily. First and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. Shalom to the sincere Akyam out there pushing and preaching this doctrine. 144,000 men, hopeful elect, as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children. The election. Shalom to the Tabernacle of David. So, it's your brother Yerami Kazak back with hopefully another edifying lesson. The title is naming this one Hansel and Gretel, right? Just in the spirit of this whole eclipse situation and all of that and everything that's going on, man. Okay, what ultimately rules at the end of the day? Prophecy, right? Prophecy is the underlining forever the bottom line. Okay, prophecy is the bottom line. So let's start it off, get a couple of scriptures. Let's get this Luke 21 and 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man, before Yahawashi. Right? Before Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So you got to watch. Stay on your watch. Stay prayed up. Stay fasting. Stay in the spirit. Maintain yourself. Continue to watch. All right? Because understand this. What is Esau Edom doing? They're laying breadcrumbs down. Okay? They're laying breadcrumbs down, hoping that you follow to be what? Built up, fat for the slaughter that they're producing. That ultimately Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is ordaining. But the 2/3 of our people and these heathen, these wicked people, man, they're going to fall right into it. They're going to fall right into the breadcrumbs that's been laid down, and they're going to go into it, and they're going to eat of the nonsense that Esau Edom has laid forth on this earth. Because the wicked rule. The wicked rule at this point in time. So, it's all out of order. It's all out of whack. That's why we are commanded to watch. All right? We are commanded to watch. I want to get that in, let me see if I got the good news in here. Good news translation. All right, Luke 21 and 36. Be on watch and pray always that you will have the strength to go safely through all those things that will happen and to stand before the Son of Man. Okay? So, pray and fast. Watch. Watch, pray, fast. Go hand in hand. Read the scriptures. Stay in the spirit. All of these things go hand in hand to build up your strength, to build up your faith. So when these breadcrumbs are laid down, and when this trail is laid down to whatever it may look like, happiness and joy and peace and all of that, the same thing with Hansel and Gretel, right? They was following the breadcrumbs, eating the candy, believing that it was sweet. That's what a lot of our people are doing right now in Babylon. They believe it's sweet. They're following whatever it may be, right? Jobs, careers, promotions, okay? The football, the NFL. They're following it all, thinking it's sweet, eating it up, not knowing that Esau Edom is preparing them for an unrighteous sacrifice, man. Okay? And anybody that's following the whore, which is the witch, okay? In the story of Hansel and Gretel, it would be the witch. right? Anybody that's following her, they're going to be what? Cooked. You're going to eat everything that she's pushing out, that she's producing, and you're going to be made fat, and then you're going to be cooked, all right, at the end of the day. So, Shalom, Ak, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham to you and your household. So, the story of Hansel and Gretel is point on point, man. All right, and once again, we know it's a what? It's a German folktale. But we know Esau, Edom can't create anything. Yahawah placed that story in their mind. And, you know, if I dug into it even more, they probably got it from another nation, you know. But I'm going to go get it up on Wikipedia real quick. I had it pulled up right here. So, just read it. Hansel and Gretel is a German, and we know Germans are what? Edomites. Fairy tale collected by the Brothers Grimm, was published in 1812 as part of Grimm's fairy tales. It is known also as Little Stepbrother and Little Stepsister. Hansel and Gretel are siblings who are abandoned in a forest and fall into the hands of a witch who lives in a bread, cake, and sugar house. The witch, who has cannibalistic intentions, intends to fatten Hansel before eventually eating him. However, Gretel saves her brother by pushing the witch into his own oven, killing her and escaping with the witch's treasure. And this is what we're trying to do for our people. We're trying to push the witch, which is Babylon, into the oven. All right? But ultimately, hey, for a lot of our people, they don't get that happy ending. Now, for the elect, for the remnant, they get that. They get to be saved, and we're going to rejoice. Because, hey, the water Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, we're going to rejoice that Yahawashi put the spirit down to understand, to peep the whole situation, what was going on. That comes by being circumspect. That comes by watching yourself and checking yourself day by day to make sure, hey, you're not eating the breadcrumbs. You're not falling into Babylon. You're not admiring her. All right? When John saw her, he admired her. She was beautiful. You fall into the society, you fall into everything that this place pushes, then what's going to happen? You're going to end up falling in love with her, man. Thinking that, hey, maybe I can make it in Babylon. That's why we got to stay in spirit constantly, every single day. All right, Mark 13:32. Be about that day or hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. So you got to constantly endure. Nobody knows, not even Yahawashi. Okay? And power has given to him, all power has been given to him. So understanding that. So he doesn't even know though. Only Yahawah knows that day and that time. And only Yahawah will say to Yahawashi, hey, go, it's time. Right? And at the end of the day, the bottom line for everything is prophecy. The bottom line for everything is prophecy. So we can peep the trick bag that Yahawah has displayed. He even put these Edomites and these heathen nations so deep in the trick bag, he sent them, he put the spirit on them to go and celebrate their doom, their demise, which is what? The eclipse, which signified the destruction of this nation. That's what it's signifying. That's the omen, because it's an omen. That's what it's signifying, and that's all throughout the scriptures. Right? Let me go get that. Joel 2 and let's start at 30. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and the terrible day of Yahawah come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahawah shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as Yahawah hath saith, and in the remnant whom Yahawah shall call. And once again, the remnant is portrayed as Hansel. Right? The remnant being saved. Being saved up out of that. We was what? We was in the world at one time. We wasn't in the spirit. We was in the world. So what was we being? We was being Hansel. And we was eating up all the sweets. We saw the house of the witch. And we was eating up all the sweets. We was like, dang, the whole house is made of sugar and cake. And, you know, we was eating it all up in Babylon. Growing fat. And if we would have stayed in there, we would have got cooked. And we would have fell into judgment. But, hey, the water to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi once again. For coming and pulling us up out of that. Like Gretel, Gretel, man, Hansel and Gretel, all right? How she came and pulled Hansel up out of it, all right? And pushed the witch, which in this signification is Esau Edom. Pushed the witch into the oven itself, all right? So that's why we got to make sure that day by day, what we doing is not hindering us, and it's not making us to grow fat. We're not doing it out of wrong intentions. We're maintaining ourselves in truth. So I'm going to read this one more time. Joel 2:31. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day of Yahawah come. Yahawah put them Edomites and them heathens in a trick bag, and some Jake, which is, you know, 2/3 that's not going to be saved. He sent them and put a spirit on them to go and watch that eclipse, to go and celebrate it, not understanding that it means doom for this nation, not understanding that it's basically their death. It's foreshadowing their death to come, the death of this nation. X'd out. This place has been X'd out. All right? That's a heavenly sign. That's a sign and wonder. That's a heavenly sign. So it's about time for it to go, man. It's about time for it to go. And Shalom, Ak, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham to you and your household. So let's get some scriptures on it. We could easily go to Zechariah 13:8 and 9. Acts start at 7. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd and against the man that is my fellow. Saith Yahawah of hosts, smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn my hand upon the little ones. That's what happened to Yahawashi. That's what happened to the prophets beforehand. That's what happened to the prophets after Yahawashi. The apostles. Didn't they all get smited? Except John got to live the old age, right? That's what happened to Paul. Didn't Paul get his head cut off, man? That's what happened. Why was that? So the sheep could be scattered. Okay? That's what happened to us in the captivity. In all the captivities. Right? Only the remnant was pulled through. So it was for a purpose. Leaders was took away for a purpose. We was given these wicked preachers, pastors, false prophets for a purpose. It was all ordained. 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahawah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. But the third shall be left therein. It was a proving ground. Every captivity is a proving ground. Every captivity is a situation to, show who the elect is. And the elect is going to come through every situation, man, shining. They're going to come through every situation, making it. All right? And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them. Salaki, let me read 8 again. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahawah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahawah is my power. And us being hopeful elect, right? Yahawah knows exactly who the elect is. He's not worried about the elect not being sealed or any of that, because it's written for them to be sealed. Okay? Ordained from the beginning. Understand that. So it's all going to come through. Whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. Whoever's going to fall out is going to fall out. Whoever's going to come in is going to come in. You cannot change any of it. That's why, once again, prophecy is the bottom line of everything. Prophecy, prophecy, prophecy. And that's why, man, a lot of these churches don't touch prophecy. A lot of these people don't want to touch prophecy. Because why? They're relying on their own mind. They're in that Hansel state. They just want to eat all the sugar. Hey, look at this sugar. This is a breadcrumb. Look at this. Look at this cake. Look at this. Look at this. Right? They're running around in Babylon and they're eating all the sweets, which is the doctrine, which is the wickedness. Everything that she provides, the witch, right? Esau, Edom. They're eating it all up. Boom. And they're forgetting the goal. They're forgetting the situation. Before you know it, they damn 300 pounds and they rotating over an oven. But hey, if the witch continues to feed them, they're not going to think about the fire that's beneath them, right? That's what happened to Hansel. He wasn't even thinking about it. He was just indulged in it. He was just caught up. But Gretel figured it out. And she was like, hold up, you know? So the 2/3 is Hansel without Gretel. They just going to spin around and keep eating the bullshit and eventually be cooked, right? Along with the witch, because the witch got cooked, right? So you need, let me go get that Jeremiah. Actually, I just posted that. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, Jeremiah 23:2. Therefore, thus saith Yahawah, power of Yasharahla, against the pastors that lead my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith Yahawah. And yeah, 23:3. Hey, Khan, man, that was right there on my mind. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all the countries whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds, and they should be fruitful and increase. And what is that? That's Gretel. That's Gretel right there. The shepherds coming forth and what? Saving Hansel, the sheep that was scattered, saving them out of that. That's why we getting on the corners. That's why we producing videos. Because we coming forth and trying to save our brothers and sisters that's spinning over that fire. They don't know any better, man. They so caught up in the sugar and the sweet and the doctrine of this nation. They don't understand it, right? They can't even see how messed up they are, right? And we that's speaking for us as well. And our folly, whenever we go off, whatever we do, that's speaking for us as well. That's why we got to step back sometimes and examine ourselves and examine ourselves fully, inside out, you know, for real. Sit back. Because we could be the Hansel in this situation and need a Gretel to come and save us from the witch, from Esau, Edom, or from things that we do. That's why, scripture speaks about don't be high-minded. Don't be high-minded, right? Because, once again, what? Knowledge causes a man's chest to, puff out. You can't get up into that situation and be like, man, I'm good. I got this. I got that. Right? You got to stay daily checking yourself, looking in the mirror and examining yourself over and over and over, daily, man. Day in, day out. All right? I'm going to get a few more. It's just straight prophecy. It's straight prophecy. You can't go against prophecy. You can't. Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore, wait. Wait. Why? Wait for what? Wait for prophecy. Wait upon me, saith Yahawah, until the day that I rise up to the prey. Wait, so it's going to be a day that Yahawah rises up? Yes, but that's this prophecy. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Yahawah is telling you this right here. He's telling you what's going to happen. For all, right? He's telling you what's going to happen. Already, that's prophecy. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of Yahawah to serve him with one consent. And at that point in time, it'll be the remnant. Because, hey, whoever's got devoured at that point in time, they already got devoured. So whoever made it out of that, who Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi ordained to make it out of that, then they going to get the pure language, which we already got it, Paleo-Hebrew, okay? But we're going to understand it even more, and we're going to be able to speak it fluently and precise. Everybody. We ain't going to be speaking in a colonizer tongue anymore, all right? We're going to be speaking it, perfectly. Kind of happened to me today, and those situations is beautiful to stay in that. To stay in a, try to stay in a, because we in the house of myrrh. We in the spirit of myrrh. At the end of the day, we in the spirit of myrrh. We ain't in no high-minded, rejoicing spirit. Now, we rejoice for the prophecies. We rejoice for the signs and the wonders and things like that. But we ain't we ain't out here high-minded, man. We ain't this I was at this museum today in LA. Like, we was at this museum, and this Edomite lady was talking to me. We was talking, it was this Japanese exhibit. And I've been to Japan, but I wasn't gonna tell her that. I wasn't gonna boast or nothing. It's pointless. Okay? You could, that's the thing, and that's just part of being humble and being in a situation and just, you don't gotta, it ain't no, what would be the point for me to tell her that I've been to Japan? It was no point. It was just, I was just talking to her about the Japanese house, about the Japanese garden, and about, stuff about Japan. And I was just like, yeah, I like Japan, etc., etc. But it's no point to boast on an Edomite, man. It's no point. This is their kingdom right now. This is their rulership. Let them do what they do, and stay out the way. Stay out the way, brothers and sisters. Just stay out the way, man. Because, hey, prophecy is bottom line. So at the end of the day, what's going to happen to them? Bind them in chains, servants, all that's going to happen. Regardless if you out here telling them that. Regardless if you out, you could tell them, hey, you going to be my slave in the kingdom. Like that. Don't do that. That's pointless. That's off to be in that spirit. Don't boast. Don't be high-minded. Just maintain yourself and let these prophecies play out. Let all the prophecies play out. All right. The main thing we got to be doing is being Gretel and saving Hansel from over the fire. That's our brothers and sisters that's caught burning and still eating the sweets of Babylon. All right. I get y'all precepts, man. Shalom, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham to you and your household. Coming from the brother Thabawah, Joel 3:2, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Yeah, Yahawah Shaphat, Yahweh's judgment, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Yasha'Allah, whom they have scattered. So Yahweh's what? Ezekiel, Salakia, Exodus 14:14. Let's go get that. All right. Yahawah shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. The prophecies they gonna carry themselves out. The prophecies is gonna happen. It don't matter, it don't matter what we do. We could pass tomorrow. Yahawah Ratazah, that's not ordained for us. But hey, Salakia, phone was on low battery, but one brother ain't gonna do it all, man. Regardless if a brother get took out, some brothers have passed in this truth, and they in the spirit world, and they waiting to come back with Yahawashi. Okay? It's all good. The prophecy's still gonna pass. It doesn't matter. The prophecies are still going to pass. Now, what we are commanded to do is go out on the highways and byways and push and preach this truth, and to watch and to fast and to pray. That's what we are commanded to do at this point in time, and try to help our brothers and sisters. Once again, being Gretel to Hansel, trying to save Hansel from over the fire, Babylon, right? Eating all the sugars. We trying to save our brother from over that fire because the witch done got him in a spell. All right? And hey, if he don't want to listen and he want to just keep eating the sugars and the sweets and the cakes because it's so nice to him, then hey, it's going to come a certain point, Amos 8 and 11, where, hey man, we got to get up out the house because the witch going to try to kill us too. Right? So, once again, man, we stand on them corners until it's that time. And when is it that time? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to let it know. He's going to let it be known. The laws are going to pass. The 12 is going to pull up. And we going to know. It's going to be that time. The elders are going to say it. All right? It's going to be that time. Where we cannot go out on the corners because they will ultimately be taking us off them corners. All right? It will mean life or death. Okay? And that's when wisdom is applied. That's when you apply wisdom. All the brothers is going to be in the same spirit. We keep quiet. Foolish and vanity. Yeah, it's foolish. To go back and forth with an Edomite. I was talking to my wife about this today. Dang, what was we talking about, man? Basically, so talking about, dang, what was we talking about? Man, I have to ask her, but it was basically about the dust, the dust of the earth, how the Edomites eat the dust of the earth. So it was somebody, man, we was talking about a certain Edomite, and he was talking about Jesus Christ or something like that, and they was still pushing it, and she was like, I wanted them to explain that. And I was like, they gonna continue to blaspheme the Holy Spirit, basically. That was the point of the conversation. How they did it on Netflix with the Testament with Moses. And we all know Moses was a Levi, okay? A Haitian. He was a dark-skinned brother, dark complexion, okay? He was not a white man, all right? He was not like that. So, but they continue to paint him in these movies as being a Edomite, basically. So they just continue to feed the world the dust of the earth. That's because the wicked rules at this point in time. They want everybody to be on the same dumb frequency that they're on. The same no understanding that they're on. Right? And they do it on purpose. That's why they don't teach correctly. Because they eat the dust of the earth. So they want everybody else to be on that same level. So they what? You're easier to control. That's why it's soy and things like that, chemicals in your food. Bruh, if you ever go in the convenience store and you pick up like a honey bun, look at how many chemicals is in that honey bun. All right? Just look at how many chemicals is in that honey bun. Okay? If you eating something, it shouldn't really be more than like 5 or 6 ingredients in certain things. Okay? But you look at a Swiss roll or a honey bun or a Twix or a Three Musketeers bar, I promise you it's about 20, 30, 40 ingredients in that. And a lot of it is chemicals that's destroying you or that's messing up your hormones or got you acting soft, got you acting docile, easier to control. This is what Esau Edom does because, hey, if they can't get you with the doctrine, with the TV, or they can't get you with the music, then they're going to try to get you with the food. All right? Once again, Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel. Okay? The whole house, what does it say? The whole house was of bread, cake, and sugar. Let's say you don't like bread. You might like cake. If you don't like bread and cake, you're going to like sugar. Right? The witch she had the whole house full of sweets. The house itself was sweets. The wall and the doors and the glasses, the windows was sweets. If you don't like a piece, you don't like something in here, you're going to like something. That's how Esau Edom is attacking you. Every way. They can't get you through the doctrine. They can't get you through the food. They're going to get you with the chemtrails. What you going to do? Not breathe? That's how wicked this kingdom is, man. All right, that's how wicked this kingdom is. Esau will do what Esau will do. He will continue. He will do what he was made for. Yeah, he's serving out his purpose. Exactly doing what Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has ordained him to do. You know, I get this from the brother Yahawah. Because 2nd Esdras 15:1-2. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahawah, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And once again, that's being Gretel. That's speaking to Hansel, saying, hey, bro, she keeps feeding you sugar. She keeps making you fat. She's cooking you. Don't you see the fire under you, bro? Don't you see the fire? Don't you see what she's doing to you? Don't you see? Like I used to try to tell my people back home, man, don't y'all hear this violent music? And every time it was a situation where they was playing this music and this dude was like beating the drums and doing some voodoo in the club. And this dude got shot in the club, right? On a certain song. So all demonic, man. All demonic. And I spoke up against it. Like, y'all can't see that this is actual witchcraft that's happening right now. This is actual witchcraft they're doing through music, through vibrations, through spells, right? And that was minuscule. Esau Edom is working heavy magic, heavy witchcraft in high places. Let me get that Ephesians. All right. So that's why, you can't be carnal. Once again, let me get that Exodus 14:14 one more time. Yahawah shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. All right. Then Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Bruh, it's actual spells coming through these movies and these songs. I promise you this. Actual spells. And it's been interviews and things being exposed in Hollywood talking about how they pray over a song. They place spells on it and then they push it out to the masses. So everybody that's hearing it, it may be a Cardi B or a Lil Wayne or whatever type of song, that song has already been demonic spells placed on it. That's why when I tell brothers, man, get up off of that. That stuff is off, man. You got to be careful. You got to stay highly prayed up. Because you walking around in the world, you might be in traffic and hear that song playing, or you might be in the mall or wherever you may be. You can't live in fear. We don't live in fear, right? You got to go out and live your life. That's why you, as Yahawashi said, stay prayed up, watch, pray, fast. Certain demons you can only fast and pray out. Certain things you can only fast and pray out. All right? That means continuously. You can't just be like, hey, get up off me. Hey, turn that down. Some things, man, you can only fast and pray out. All right? Yeah, left side, and this left side energy is going to increase. This left side energy is going to increase. We are past the Pesach. We are past the Feast of Unleavened Bread. We are past the eclipse. Judgment has been placed on this nation. It has been X'd out. We are past all of that. Elder Apostle Tahar said this is the year of Jacob's trouble. Expect it. Expect it. All right, I'm going to get you brothers precepts. Coming from Kawam War, Isaiah 6:11. Then said Yahawah, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted, without inhabitants, and the houses without men, and the land be utterly destroyed. That's how long we prophesy. Okay? Till we can't prophesy anymore. All right? Till it's time to get up off them corners, to Amos 8:11. Till Ezekiel the 3rd chapter come to play. Right? Till we go in the houses, shut the door, and our tongues cleave to the roof of our mouths. That's how long we prophesy. And then, if we ain't on the corners, YouTube's still up. We still gonna prophesy. We still gonna produce lessons. We still gonna do shows. We still gonna push it out. We ain't gonna quit. All right? We ain't gonna quit. We still gonna produce until it's over. All right? Until it's over. Second address coming from the brother Quran 14 and 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. And once again, Jeremiah 30 and 7, man. The time of Jacob's trouble is like a time never ever seen on this earth. You take it back to the time of the flood. You take it back to the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. Wickedness will be at an all-time high. Okay? It's nothing you can compare it to. Jacob's trouble is that. That's why we are entering into it, but it's still got a lot to go. It's the height of this, the wickedness in the street, man. Talking about straight purge. But hey, look at Esau, Edom. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, right? Look at all these purge laws. Look at this lawlessness that's about to come into effect. You calling up the police department and you getting an AI. What you supposed to do about that? AI ain't gonna come and get these people that's breaking into your house. What you gonna do about that, man? Come on. That's pushing Jake. Cause you know how Jake gonna be. Jake love to keep a weapon with him. That's pushing Jake to eliminate Jake. That's all that's gonna do. Oh, bro, you know, I call the cops, but it's an AI picking up. So you know what? Forget that. I ain't trusting no cop. I'ma just take them out myself. That's lawlessness. Everybody gonna be carrying. Everybody gonna have something in their back. Everybody gonna have a gat, you know, whatever you want to call it, a stick in the car. King David said, don't trust in thy sword in those times, man. It's not gonna save you. Everybody, the tension, all right? You know, for brothers that was in the military, you know the tension of war, the tension when you out there, the tension of even being amongst, you know, on guard, right? I remember standing on guard. You got a big M16, and then you got a gun in your side hip, and you got a bulletproof vest, and you ready for something to pop off. Even if nothing ever pops off, you standing on guard, you on patrol. Like, I wish something would. It be tension though, especially when you in a foreign country. All right, so, you know, just to compare it, but understand the tension of Jacob's trouble is going to be far greater than any military, but it's going to be like that. That's what I'm trying to compare it to. All right, so that tension is going to be the fact, man. You walking in the grocery store and you looking over your shoulder everywhere. You ain't even. It's going to be like that. If you do not have Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi in those times, you are not going to make it, man. You are not going to make it. All right. Second address 9 and 3 coming from the brother Thabawah. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and once again, the people are what? They're not taking hindrance. They're not caring about their princes, their governors, their kings. They're not caring about anything that's going on. These people are, hey, the movie Civil War is coming out tomorrow, right? And I'm going to try to catch it, not tomorrow, because I don't like to go to the movies first day, man. Be too many people. I'm going to probably catch it next weekend. But, you know, I know brothers is going to do videos on it. And it's going to be solid. You know, I think it's in movies. I think it's in theaters. I know it's coming out tomorrow, but I think it's in theaters. But that right there is the vibration. That's the spirit that's on this nation. All right? The spirit of leave the world behind. That's on this nation. Esau Edom is on the left-hand side. You could say that's left-hand side prophecy, if you want to say that, because that's what they doing. But that's all through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi that they even making those types of movies. All right? The brothers just put out today, it's a show on Netflix, Paradise, that shows the C-hip and the left hand and the forehead. Okay? And I was watching the show 100. I did a video about it. How they was taking the C-hip. They was taking it, and it was basically AI, and it was controlling people. You know, that was on season 3, the 100 on Netflix. So once again, man, Esau, Edom, they fall over their tongue. Everything that they're doing, they already showed you that they're gonna do it. Everything that they're doing, they show you. All right, and it's all written. You know. Let me finish that up. 2 Esdras 9:4. Then shall thou well understand that the Most High Yahawah spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. All right? Exactly. And once again, we not worried. Those that read the Bible, that understand, that listen to the elders, that listen to the breakdowns, that hit the corners, that stand in faith, that stand with confidence, that stand boldly for the name, we don't have no fear. It's no fear. All right? Yeah, you will see guns upon the hip and open carry. Especially in states like Texas and Florida. Open carry. Wild, wild west. For real, for real. They're not going to be playing around. Open carry. All right? Because what's going to be happening? Men are going to be, what? Spoiling for goods. Spoil means to rob. That's 2 Esdras 15 and what? 15, 16, 17, around that area. Men are going to be spoiling for goods, robbing. And that means that's everything goes. And that time, it's going to be so wicked. Your wife, bro. They'll take your wife, man. If you're not protected by Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, you just out here in this world, being in folly, living in your vomit, nothing's safe for you. Nothing's safe. All right? Women are going to be a commodity, man. In a time of war, brothers better go watch some war movies and things like that. In a time of war, ain't nobody trying to romance no woman. You know what romance came from Edomites anyway. We ain't never do no romance. That's a Edomite term, Edomite situation. To romance a woman. Hey, babe, you want some flowers? You want some candy? You want some chocolates? That's that damn Valentine spirit, man. All right? Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up soon. But we was never on that. That's an Edomite situation. So the time of war, understand what happens in war. Spoiling, robbing, and slaves. Slavery. A lot of slavery. A lot of women prisoners. Right? You take over a town, you take out the men, and you keep the women. That's war. Don't try to cupcake it. That's war. You keep the women for what? Use your mind. That's war. That's how it's going to be. You already got the migrants in this nation. You already got the insurgents. You already got the Syrians. You already got the Russians, the Moabites. You already got them all over here, man. And they ready to get down. They ready to get down. The water. Isaiah 13 and 16 comes from the brother Kawam. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. All right? To the point, man, where she can't even move anymore. To the point, man, talking about Russian trains, man. All right? You know, not to be vulgar or anything, but that's realistic. It's a time of war. Ecclesiastes, what's that? 7th chapter? There's a time for everything. And that time of war is on this planet. Right now it's 6 wars going on this planet. Yeah, the ones we know about is Israel, right? And whoever they fighting, Pakistan, Slovakia, Palestine, I don't want to say that too much, all of that. Right? Israel and peacetime, right? And then you got Ukraine and Russia. But you also have you got a war in Somalia. You also got a war down in Colombia. You also got a war in Mexico. Okay? And I know it's like 2 more wars going on. All right? It's multiple wars going on right now at this point in time. They're only reporting on the Edomite ones. That Edomites are involved in. But it's multiple wars going on. All right? Turmoil and chaos around this planet. Okay? The damn cartel is going at it with the Mexican government, man. All right? Not to mention what just happened in Ecuador. Not to mention what happened in Venezuela. These things, this time of war is on this planet. All right? Ecclesiastes 3 and 8, third chapter, Salakia on my part. A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. It's not a time of peace anymore. This ain't that. This is that time, man. All right? And once again, Jake, if Jake ain't under the power and spirit and worshiping and praising Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Jake is going to be exposed. Jake is going to be out here being crybabies, man. Terrified. All right? You was gangster. What happened to all of that? All right, and hold up. Yeah, my phone on 11%. I'm about to wrap it up. I don't want this to be too long. Ecclesiasticus 36 and 25 come from the brother Karama War. Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled, and he that have no wife will wander up and down mourning. And hedge, what's that also referred to? Like a hedge of protection. Okay? Like a hedge of protection. You know, like the girls that never had a father in their life, what are they seeking for their entire life? A father. They seeking for somebody to love them. That's why they might go from man to man to man, seeking for somebody to love them. Right? That's what happened to Hansel and Gretel. They didn't understand. They was poor. Right? They was really poor. So when they came upon the witch and everything, it was easy for their emotions to be took advantage of. That's what happened. Okay? It's easy to take advantage of our people that's living in poverty. Hey, NBA young boy, you've been poor your whole life. Well, sell your soul and you can make $1 million. Hey, little baby, you've been selling drugs and poor your whole life. Well, sell your soul and you can make $1 million. Just do this and do that and do this and do that. Right? Esau, Edom praise on the poor of our people. And he pray on whoever really messing with him. All right? But it's easy to mess with them because what? They're easily influenced. And that's at the end of the day, that's ordained by Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. That's judgment. Okay? That's judgment. But that's just psychologically a war tactic. We at war, man. All right? Silent weapons for quiet wars. We are at war. Already. We've been at war. Since when we was born, we was at war. I was born 92. We was at war. How? When I came out the womb, take this needle, take this shot, take this vaccine, take this. Shoot me up. That's war. That's war. Wait, we gotta make this soldier, we gotta harm this soldier and make this soldier unfit for duty already coming out the womb. We gotta attack him already because he's a problem. All of us, every single one of us. All right? If your parents didn't know any better, when I knew better, I didn't let them do that to my daughter. All right? Because I know better, and I didn't let them do that to my daughter. The water, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, that I was in the truth. But hey, that, you know, and it was only through the protection of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi that a lot of us are not, autism or Down syndrome or any of that. Because that's what those metals and those leads do to us. That's what they cause to us. All right? The water, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, man, I ate cereal. We ate Trix, Cinnamon Toast, all them main brands. It's full of lead and metals. And that right there goes to a young person's brain. And it produces autism. It produces Down syndrome. It produces ADHD, ADD, all that stuff. All that stuff going into your bloodstream. Eating it because hey, it's a commercial. Once again, going back to the analogy, what we said earlier. Esau, Edom is attacking you every way, 360 degrees. It's no way that they're not attacking you. They're attacking you through the air. They're attacking you through the food. They're attacking you through the water. They're attacking you through the entertainment. They're attacking you through your own women. Through your own women, man. You find a girl, you think she cool, but she already indoctrinated in this fucking world, man. She already indoctrinated. Why you don't get your hair lined up? What you mean? That's how I do. Why you don't got no J's on? You ain't got no J's in your closet. You ain't got, like, come on. Indoctrinated because the white man taught her how to act like that. He taught her this is what a man in your society that's doing well or whatever, this is what he's supposed to look like. This is what he's supposed to look like. All right? So, once again, Micah 2:10, arise and depart. This place polluted as hell, man. Let me put my charger on. All right, I'm gonna get y'all precepts. They've been at war with us before we even knew we had an enemy. Exactly. You know, and you look at it, this is when we talk about, hey, we in captivity, we know that. And we blessed to even know that we at war. We blessed to even know that we in captivity. Okay? Slavery, of course, it never ended. It's just stuff got it more expensive and we still got the same wages. We still bottom of the barrel. I was talking about my boss, my supervisor at work, man. He a Jake. He a Levi, you know. And we was basically talking about inflation and how our paycheck, you know, it basically stay around the same level, but everything else around society is getting more expensive. So how we supposed to survive, right? You know, so like, yo, we getting paid the same, but gas is going up, rent is going up. My rent done went up like, I mean, when I stayed in the Bay, rent went up 3 times. I moved into the place, rent was like, it was like what, $1,300, and then when I left, rent was like $1,600. It had went up like $300 since I've been there, but my paycheck never went up. Like, that's how Esau Edom what? That's gentrification though. But they call it, oh, we got to make sure the neighborhood stays blah blah blah. Come on, man. That's how Esau Edom moves, and that's war. That's another form of warfare. Because if you can't afford to pay that, then what you got to do? You got to move to a lesser desired side of town. You got to move to the hood where you're more exposed to crime. You're more exposed to being robbed or killed or shot or whatever it may be. All right. Jeremiah 30:7. At last for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved up out of it. And that's the remnant. That's the elect man, the elect man's family, the elect woman, right? All right, the 1/3, men, women, and children, and the 144,000 men. That's those that will be saved up out of Jacob's trouble. All right. So at the end of the day, brothers and sisters, just maintain yourself, man. Just maintain yourself. Yeah, that's how it's set up. It's always a white side of the town, right side of the city, and a black side of the city. Always like that. You know, always like that. In Chicago, I think it's like the north side is the white side, and then the east side, west side, and south side is where the blacks live at. Jake. But the north side is nice. You know, I mean, it's always set up like that. Over here where I'm at, the west side is nicer, and then the east side is the hood. You know, but it's once again warfare. Warfare. You know, but hey, I hope this was an edifying lesson. You know, we hit a lot of points. Hansel and Gretel. Just to summarize it once again, Hansel is basically 2/3 and brothers that's, you know, that's fallen in this deception of Esau Edom, of Babylon. They're eating all the sweets, they're taking in all the doctrine, everything is appealing to them, and they're just eating it up, and they're getting fat, and they're getting cooked, basically. And Gretel is, you know, the brothers that's out here on the corners, that's producing works, that's going hard, that's trying to save their brother, Hansel. But hey, if Hansel gonna listen, he might not listen, he might listen, right? We telling him, hey man, you getting cooked, and it's a fire under you, and this witch, which is symbolized in this story as Esau Edom, has a spell basically on you. and he's just feeding you and feeding you. The conclusion is, hey, if our brothers is going to wake up to the fact that, yeah, it may be sweet, it may be nice, you may be enjoying it temporarily, but at the end of the day, bro, you getting cooked. It's killing you. This lifestyle is killing you. You may enjoy it temporarily, but this lifestyle is killing you at the end of the day, man. So we got to be Gretel. We got to go and save our brothers. We got to pull them off the fire. At least try to make them realize that they over a fire. All right? That's the first part. Explaining to them how wicked this nation is, and explaining to them that prophecy is the bottom line. Prophecy is the bottom line. Regardless of what we say or do, prophecy will come to pass. And with that being said, man, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well, taught us this truth. Shalom to you, Ahtham. All right, pushing this 100% doctrine. Shalom to the 1/3, men, women, and children, maintaining yourselves. Shalom, shalom, shalom to the tabernacle of David. Kwam Yasha Allah. Kwam Tazayawan. Shalom.